Good evening, sir. This is my report. Section 6, Controlling. Controlling may be defined according to Davis and Pillay as the work of constraining, coordinating, and regulation action in accordance with plans for the achievement of specified objectives. It involves establishment of standards, guides, or requirements as a basis of measuring and evaluating performance against objectives. It, it also involves motivation of people to achieve these standards, comparison of actual results against the standards, and necessary corrective action when performance deviates from the plan. In short, it is the function of making action conform to standards that assure satisfactory accomplishment of the objectives of a plan. Davis and Pillay, in their contingency theory, is focused on controlling as a vital function of management. Controlling in the contingency model by Davis and Pillay refers to the process of monitoring performance, comparing it with goals, and taking corrective action as needed to ensure that organizational objectives are achieved. So, para sa akin, ang controlling or control ay isa sa mga pangunahing tungkulin ng pamahalaan or management. Tinutukoy ito sa proseso ng pagsubaybay, pagsusuri at pagtiyak na ang mga gawain ng isang organisasyon ay naaayon sa mga itinakdang layunin nito. Sa pamamagitan ng pagkontrol, natutukoy ang mga pagkukulang o pagkaiba sa aktwal na resulta at mga inaasahan at nagkaroon ng aksyon upang maitama ang mga ito. There are three types of controlling: feed-forward control, concurrent control, and feedback control. Feed-forward control is a proactive control method that focuses on anticipating potential problems or deviations from desired outcomes and taking corrective actions before they occur. Ang feed-forward control naganap bago pa mangyari ang aktwal na gawain upang maiwasan ang mga problema. Example ito ay maingat na pagpaplano bago gawin ang isang proyekto. Next is ang concurrent control. Concurrent control is a management approach that involves monitoring and regulating activities in real time as they occur, ensuring that process and tasks are being carried out according to the set standard. So, ang concurrent control naman ay ginagawa habang naganap ang aktwal na gawain upang masiguradong maayos ang pagproseso sa isang gawain. Ang feedback control naman is a management approach that involves monitoring the results or outcomes of a process or activity and using this information to make adjustments of improvements. So, ang feedback control is nangyayari matapos gawin ang isang gawain upang suriin ang naging resulta at matutunan o mapag-aralan ang mga dapat baguhin sa hinaharap. Next is the steps of controlling. First is setting standards at strategic points. Refers to identifying and establishing specific benchmark or performance criteria at critical stages or areas of an organization or process. Example of is restaurant. The strategic points of the restaurant is food quality, service speeds, customer satisfaction, operational cost. Next is checking and reporting on performance. Refers to the process of monitoring, evaluating, and communicating the results of activities or tasks within organizations to ensure they meet established goals and standards. So, an example of checking and reporting on performance is, example in the store, dapat every week mayroong target income na 15,000. So, every cashier and every week mayroong liquidation na dapat aabot ang income ng 15,000. And then, titingnan kung sino ang may mataas o mababang benta. Example, si cashier 1, nakaabot ng 15,000. Tapos si cashier 2 ay hindi nakaabot sa 15,000. So, Titingnan or i-identify kung bakit mababa ang benta ni Cashier 2. Either may problema sa stocks or mabagal ang serbisyo, or either mababa ang bilang ng customer. Next is getting feedback or information about the results of performance. Refers to the process of collecting insight, data, and reactions regarding how well an individual, team, or organization has performed in relation to set goals or standards. Ang examples ito ay magbibigay ng comment or cards or online survey pagkatapos kumain ng customer upang malaman ang kanilang mga opinion at para malaman din ng may-ari kung ano ang dapat baguhin sa kanilang pagkain para mas marami ang mga taong kakain pa sa kanilang restaurant. So, there are two types of feedback, the internal feedback and the external feedback. The internal feedback is information from within the organization such as performance reports, teams reviews, or self-assistance. Example ng internal feedback is in marketing team, ang isa sa mga miyembro ng marketing team ay nagsasabi na napansin ko na ang mga ads natin sa social media ay hindi na ganun kabilis mag-convert. Siguro dapat natin baguhin ang target audience. So, para mas marami silang audience, dapat nilang baguhin o improve nila ang kanilang mga social media commercial. Next is the external feedback. Input from external stakeholders like customers, suppliers, or industry benchmark. Ang example naman ng external feedback is like online retail store. Isa sa mga customer ang nagreklamo, maganda sana ang kalidad ng produkto pero mabagal masyado ang pag-deliver. So, para marami ang mag-order sa'yo, so, dapat i-improve mo yung delivery service mo. Next is taking correction action. Refers to the process of identifying, addressing, and rectifying any issues, problems, or deviations from a set plan, standard, or goal in order to improve performance, efficiency, or outcomes. So, on taking corrective actions, example nito ay is identifying the problem, analyzing the cause, planning the solution, implementing the solution, and monitoring the solution. According to Newman in a book edited by Scott, for the purpose of control on any deviation, standards are the goals and objectives of the organization's agency as a whole and are broken down into objectives for individual departments and sections. These objectives are stated periodically, for example, in terms of projected program plans, members' goals, participation levels, amount of income anticipated from various sources, amount of expenditures anticipated for the several budget items, extent of active participations of board and a committee member, and so forth.
Are some methods of controlling. First, reporting refers to the process of collecting, analyzing, and presenting information about an organization's activities, performance, or outcomes. Example, in the store. In the store, dapat every month gumagawa ng report kung ilan ang total sales sa loob ng isang buwan. Setting deadlines refers to the process of determining a specific time frame by which a task, project, or objectives must be completed. So, ang example nito ay mag-set ka ng time and date para lahat ng mga project or etc. ay maipasa before ang deadlines. Next is inspection is the process of examining or evaluating something to ensure that it meets a specific standard, requirements, or specifications. Ang example nito ay the act of carefully reviewing or checking something to identify defaults, issues, or areas that needed to improve. Next is prior approval of projects. Refers to the formal approval or authorizations granted before the commencement of a project. So, ang prior approval of a project is before ka makagawa ng isang project, kailangan ng approval sa lahat ng mga official. Kailangan mo munang propose before mo siya magawa sa community. And that's all my report. Thank you.